No bed, no wardrobe. Stories of the people who used to be here. I'm Gan, 35 years old. No boss, no steady job, and not much money. But I have a happy little family. This YouTube channel is where I share our everyday life in rural Vietnam.
Chú có cái chổi mà một bên ngăn rồi một cái răng, rồi bên kia nó có cái cào nước luôn á.
Vừa chài vừa cào đúng không?
Đúng rồi.
To luôn.
Last night, the rain fell quietly over our little house. We decided to head to the local market first.
Không, mình không có đồ thử luôn. Không có đuôi thử luôn, mình ăn vậy không à. Cái này 30W.
30W thì sao anh?
Anh còn 30W không anh ơi?
Walking through these aisles, I realized how many small things we had taken for granted before. When you move into an empty house, even the simplest items suddenly become important.
Sáng hơn kia á.
2 cái đi hả?
2 cái đi.
Lấy thêm cái nữa.
Rồi thử.
25.000 với là cái chổi.
Rồi 25 ha, 25 cái này là 70 nè. 70 với 80 là 150 hết.
Rồi 150.
Để cái chổi đây chứ.
There were still a few things we needed before we could really get started.
Con chào cô.
Chào con, giỏi
chào
quá,
cô.
giỏi quá.
Nhỏ này hả?
Vâng.
Ngắn vậy thôi gì phải không?
Vâng.
Hay là nó có 3 cỡ đó. Cỡ này ha. Cỡ này là dài. Nếu mà cái mặt bằng của mình nó to thì mình lấy cái dài.
Our next stop was a small hardware store. We needed a few basic supplies to repaint the peeling walls in our new home. Neither of us had ever painted a house before, so we carefully picked out everything we thought we might need.
Em mà không có vết, hai đứa quay lên kia ổn. Là cọ lông thỏ. Chứ còn cọ này là nó phải có vết. Cọ lông thỏ thì không dám bán bởi vì sao? Nó nhanh rụng lông lắm. Nó nhanh hư lắm cho nên không bán. Nó như thế này này. Còn nếu không thì mình khéo tay thì mình cái gì? Tóc. Được cái là ở đây cũng không mất đồ đâu, không mất xe đâu.
Dạ.
Đang mùa đá bóng.
Em mùa bông cúc.
Bây giờ chỉ sợ ngáo đá thôi.
Dạ.
Back at the house, we didn't want to waste any time. We started with the first coat of paint and replaced the old light bulbs one by one. The rain quietly returned. By late afternoon, my husband stayed a little longer to finish another section of the wall before heading home. As for me, it was time to prepare dinner and give little Hai a bath. It had been raining all day, so she stayed at her grandparents' house, happily playing indoors while we continued working on our little home. The next day, during his free time, my husband went to pick up a second-hand refrigerator. It still looked almost new, and it cost us about $135. Once everything was delivered, we continued painting the rest of the house. Little by little, every room started to feel brighter. After the painting was done, we swept the floors and cleaned every corner, getting the house ready for the final touches. The lower part of the walls was badly damaged by moisture, so the paint wouldn't stick very well. My husband came up with a simple idea, covering it with automotive vinyl instead. The next morning, my husband had to go back to work. I asked someone to trim the overgrown trees and cut back the thick branches around the yard. We wanted to keep mosquitoes and insects away, especially with a little child in the family. The yard immediately felt brighter and more open. Of course, the yard looked much messier afterward, but sometimes things have to get a little messy before they become better. The 2 chairs I had been waiting for finally arrived. They were the last pieces we needed to complete our little workspace. I decided to assemble them myself. I wanted to surprise him before he came home. It's just a simple corner with 2 chairs and a desk, but we've dreamed about having a place like this for a long time. I think he'll be happy when he sees it. I forgot to capture the moment he saw the chairs. His smile said everything. Sometimes the simplest things bring us the greatest joy. And both chairs cost less than $23. A new day began. We borrowed a friend's truck and decided it was finally time to start moving our belongings in. The empty house slowly began to feel warm and welcoming. It finally started to feel like our home. It was also Hi's very first time here. She looked around with so much curiosity and seemed to enjoy every little corner of our new home. A bed, a brand new mattress, and everything we truly needed was finally here. There were still boxes everywhere, but we decided that tomorrow would be our first day living in this house. In the next episode, we'll clean up the last few corners, prepare a small housewarming offering, and share our very first family meal in our new home. If you'd like to follow our journey of building a simple life in Vietnam and my husband's dream of growing this YouTube channel, we'd love to have you with us. See you in the next episode.